classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Towns Radio.
But so, welcome down to our, welcome to Six Town Towers in the middle of Burslem.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing around Burslem at the moment, my friend?
Well, just I'm doing a little radio tour at the minute, promoting promoting my new single and my debut album called Room for Light. The first single is called Old Scars, and so I'm doing a little sort of mini radio tour to go and play it out to some people, I guess.
So where were you yesterday then?
Mainly in the south yesterday. We were in Brighton, Fareham, Worthing, Southampton, and then up to Stoke last night.
Good God, well, good work.
Thank you.
Right, well, Ryan has kindly said that he would love to play us a song.
Yes.
So, tell you what, I'm going to turn this down. So, if you would like to introduce your song.
So this is my the first single from the album called Old Scars, which is out September the 9th, and goes like this. Take me high above the ground, up above the city lights. It's better this way around, and please don't let me down. Back to where I'm from, 'cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. And I'll go up above the clouds, higher than I've ever been, and I'll never come back down. Just lose me in the sounds. Back to where I'm from, 'cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart, I never felt alone. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. Back to where I'm from, 'cause every time I try to forget her, I just can't move on. 'Cause when I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home. When I felt her heart, I never felt alone. When I felt her heart was when I felt at home.
Yeah! Woo! Good work, my friend.
Thank you.
Ah, you should be famous. You're quite good.
Cheers.
Right, I tell you what. We're going to go to the adverts and then we will be back. And I'm not going to lie to you, I've got some questions from your fans.
Okay.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Six Towns Breakfast Show with Andy. How's it going? And today, with an actual superstar, Ryan Keane. How's it going?
It's good, thanks. I don't know about superstar, but...
Well,
yeah,
all right then.
Sorry,
with a relatively unknown but incredibly good Ryan Keane. How's that?
Thank you. That's fairer. Yeah, better than Hobart, I guess.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you are at the moment doing a little bit of a tour.
Yes.
And you're doing various dates around the country. What's your favourite song to sing?
I think out of my songs, I like. There's one called Trouble, a bit of a bluesy one. I sometimes get the crowd going with that one a bit. That's quite a good laugh.
Good work. Hang on, sorry, I've got to remember. That was asked by Joan on the email. They'll get annoyed if I don't say. Oh no, Joan said that. All right then. All right. Okay. So you're doing your tour around the UK, and you're playing to some pretty big crowds, and I was having a look at your bio earlier on, and it said when you first played it was to a reasonably small crowd.
Yes, the first ever gig. Yeah, maybe 12, 15 people, something like that. I'd imagine. Less than 20.
So a little different when you're playing to like a couple of thousand people and they're all screaming your name.
A bit different, yeah.
What does that feel like?
It's pretty insane, to be honest. It's crazy. I mean, the biggest venues I've done have been supports, so it's not quite the same thing as them screaming my name. But I've played some fairly big venues now on some support tours, and it's amazing actually. It's just it gets to a point where I think over about 1,000 people, it's just scary, whatever size it is. It doesn't matter how much more it increases, but it's really good fun if you can win the crowd over and they're up for it and want to get involved. It's just amazing.
Good work. You said you were supporting some people. Who was your favourite person to support?
Probably Ed Sheeran. I think his fans are really, really loyal and really up for it. Basically, it's really good fun playing to them because they get fully involved and are very supportive. So that was a really good tour actually.
Shout out to Ed Sheeran's fans. How's it going? Talking of fans though, what are your fans called?
I think Keynos is probably what they could. I've never instigated it. It's just been on Twitter that there's been some sort of fan pages and things coming up, and I think that's the general consensus is Keynos. I'm not too sure.
Oh my god, I can't kind of imagine what it must be like to kind of go on the internet and kind of see your name banded around and people making websites for you and chatting to you on Twitter and stuff. And
it's amazing for me. I mean, I've been unsigned for several years, so to have support of other people, in all different places around the UK and some other countries as well is really, really cool. It makes a big difference. The word of mouth promotion is a fantastic way of promoting, especially when you're coming up from a sort of grassroots level with music.
Have you toured abroad at all?
A little bit in France and Norway.
How does that go down when, like, obviously, do you speak French?
No, I speak a very small amount. I can scrape by. I learned how to introduce my songs and sort of have a bit of a chat. So a little bit, and with Norwegian, no. But they all speak English very well. I always make sure I can say a couple of phrases, so I can embarrass myself attempting to speak foreign languages. But
how does it go down? Like obviously singing in English in a foreign country. I mean, is it obviously it's a different kind of feeling in the.
I guess so. I mean, my experience has been really, really good with it. Around Norway, I did a tour of sort of northern Norway, and then in France, I've done a few gigs myself out there, and I supported Ed out there on one of his shows and things. And I mean, to be honest, most of Europe speak incredible English anyway, so it's not really an issue. Yeah. So it's been all right so far. Right,
we're going to go to Twitter. Yeah, we've got a bit of a question.
Okay.
Zoe has asked, "Are you single?"
That's a good question. I don't currently know, to be honest. I've been on a few dates recently with a girl, but we haven't had that chat. So maybe is the answer.
So we haven't had that chat. So just to make, if she's listening, just to make that nice and awkward for you.
Nice. It's cool. I don't think she'll be listening. It's too early in the morning, I think.
All right. Well, good work. All right then. So, what's your favourite question you've been asked? Because you've obviously been asked.
Well, that last one was really good. That's definitely put me on the spot. Best question. I don't know. I like it when people just. I mean, sometimes I had an interview once with a guy. It was nothing to do with music at all. It was just the most spontaneous of random questions. Which that was
a job interview or something.
No, it wasn't a job interview. It was a musical interview. In fact, it was for a gig I did down in Mayfair in London, and it was It was the frontman of the Hoosiers who was doing the interview, and I'm not sure whether it was just as a one-off or whether he's continuing to do that. But I don't know whether he was meant to be asking those kind of questions, but it was just random, just totally random, insane scenarios of saying how, you know, what would you do if you needed, I think it was like, he said, what would you do if you needed to get hold of Justin Bieber's mum and you were being chased by jaguars through a wooded glen or something, and I was like, you know, the question was insane.
Nice.
So that was pretty good.
All right then. So, what would you do if you needed to get hold of Justin Bieber's mum and you were being chased through wooded?
I can't remember how I answered.
Oh.
I can't remember now. It's too early.
All right then. So, okay. Semi-serious question then.
Right, hit me.
Where do you get? Because obviously, you're a musician. You
Yeah.
need to get your, you need your muse. You need to get your inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah.
Where does your inspiration come from?
Just from everyday life. I know that sounds probably a bit generic and a cheesy answer, but it's true. I write with a lot of honesty, and it's kind of, my writing, I guess, is kind of therapeutic for me. So it's just about everyday life and observations and friendship and love and loss and those sort of things that everyone goes through, I guess.
Well, yeah, I was reading your bio.
Yeah.
And yeah, in your last year of university, a close friend of yours passed away. That's crazy. But you've used that to kind of influence your music.
Well, yeah, that's what got me started as a solo singer-songwriter. I've been playing guitar all my life, and I've been writing for other people and playing for some other artists and stuff. And I'd only really done any singing by myself in my bedroom or in the shower, as I think is the case for lots of people.
As we all do.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd wanted to do it, and up until that point, I'd been too nervous. I guess after that, I realised sort of life is very fragile and potentially can be very short. So I might as well have a go at it. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's working. So, good work, my friend.
Classic hits and today's biggest tunes. Six Sounds Radio.
I love Twitter.
That's a good one.
That was from Laura Songhurst.
Okay, good. Hello, Laura. I think I'd go back in time. I think the future's. Yeah, I'd go back in time and meet my ancestors. That'd be
What
pretty
time
cool.
period?
Caveman times. Take it right back.
All right, literally to the genesis of everything.
Let's go and tackle some dinosaurs or something like that.
You could take a dinosaur. All right, what's your favourite kind of dinosaur?
Probably the T-Rex. I think the T-Rex. Although it has got those weird little arms,
Yeah.
but it was a pretty mean machine.
Best interview ever. Right. Okay, we're going to go to Avicii and Wake Me Up, and then we will be back. Keep it locked, everyone. And we are back, everybody. Hello, how's it going? I'm glad you didn't go away, because we are talking to Ryan. Hello.
Hello.
We've the couple of tweets we had in were from your diehard fans. Oh, sorry, two of them. I don't want to annoy all the other diehard fans. I know how Twitter can turn on people. But yeah, your two diehard fans.
Laura and Sam. Our fans from I think they're in Brighton. They come to Brighton shows and London shows. I think they're Brighton based. Maybe they'll tweet and let me know.
There you go.
Yeah.
So whilst we were off the air, you were saying that you toured with Newton Faulkner.
Yes.
How was that?
That was amazing. Quite a surreal thing. I mean, he was a massive inspiration when I first heard his album Hand Built by Robots back in the day. So I was sort of a big fan back then. So to now sort of be friends and working with him and touring with him is it's been unbelievable. Very, very cool for me.
Oh, that must be just like the guy who kind of, maybe not got you into it, but kind of greased the rails, as it were, got you on the path towards it.
Yeah.
And just then, I'm going on before him.
Yeah, it's really weird to be honest, but really, really cool. He's an amazing musician and a great guy. So it's been an absolute pleasure, really, a privilege.
Has it hit you yet? The kind of, oh my god, I'm doing this. It's it's my dream. I'm doing
Sometimes it does. To be honest, I'm always sort of head down, cracking on with it and stuff. And it's either when people say it to me or when I actually have a moment to slow down and think about what's been going on, or when I see it written in a biography or whatever that on the website. And it's cool. I'm happy with how things are progressing. It's good.
I heard somebody say you're not famous until you've been slagged off on the internet, and then the newspapers get hold of it. So I haven't heard anything bad of you yet. So you're doing well.
Cool, but I'm not famous yet because I haven't been slagged off.
You're not. So try and do something horrific in Stoke. You never know.
No, that's alright. I can hold out. It's alright. It's fine.
Right. Okay. So, quick recap.
Yes.
Things coming up.
Right. I guess in order of things happening, September the 9th is when Old Scars, my first single, is out. September 23rd is when my debut album, Room for Light, is out.
Yep.
And then in October, I'm doing my Room for Light tour around the UK, which is coming to Stoke at the Sugar Mill on the 24th.
Woo! Definitely. Well, to be honest, I mean, we'll obviously plug it on our website a couple of times, but the Sugar Mill is brilliant.
Excellent.
Around here, it is like the place for live music.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking
good work
forward
for
to
that.
it. Brilliant.
Well, thank you very much for coming down and joining
My
us.
pleasure.
my friend.
Thanks for having me down.
And we've had a live song off you. By the way, the live song, if you missed it, do not worry. We will put that on our YouTube site. As well, we'll put the links to it on our Facebook, Twitter, etc. Oh, your Facebook and Twitter, what are your names, just in case people want to follow you?
Yeah, it's at Ryan Keane. Keane is spelled Keen for Twitter. And then Facebook is facebook.com/Ryan Keane UK.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. And I wish
Thanks
you
for having
all
me
of the
down.
luck in the world for that
Thank
tour
you.
coming up.
Cool,
And
thanks a
I
lot.
will definitely be coming to see you.